Yay!
We normally start late. Smartass.
Yeah, we do. We're
True.
just a little bit later.
Half hour is probably the average.
Yeah.
It's
I was
funny
going
because
to ask you
every time we
what you're
start
going to
late,
do with your
for
laptop.
the same reason.
Yeah, it's normally because I don't wake up. Yeah, this time it was because my computer broke, and so I have to figure out how to stream on my mom's laptop.
Yeah.
So hi audience. Sorry to any of you who are disappointed by the lack of punctuality. Let me just find my notes here to make up.
Or the bull moose in the background.
Yeah, somebody's gonna unsubscribe. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Seriously?
That's gotta be his cat. That is 100% a cat sound.
That is not looking a cat I've ever seen.
Well, imagine that there's a cat purring on top of a keyboard or something.
Oh, I can see that maybe.
Who are we talking about?
Alright. So I also, incidentally, I had a issue with my cell phone earlier, so I'm doing a lot more physical notes, so I'm going to be fiddling with those occasionally.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So we begin, you guys having returned to Canterwall, specifically the city of... Tamrivina.
I thought it was Friday for a second. That's where those questions came from.
Yeah, I was like, wait, he died?
Oh!
Did I forget about that?
My character had to fucking leave because they found out her secret identity, and she had to make sure her family was safe.
I recall you dying to a lake monster.
Both
Yes.
of those things
What are we
happened.
talking about?
Into a lot of things in that campaign.
It's a long story, Leon, if you don't remember, but both of those things happened.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can believe.
So, after rescuing those slaves...
No, you gotta say it right. Come on.
Oh, God.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I legitimately don't know what you mean.
Last
You
time
want the dramatic intro.
And now you're a robot.
Last time on Rising of Belkzen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. So, and by the way, Darby, you're not in the roll 20, but you guys go.
We rescued prisoners. We rescued other slaves.
Yes. So you guys head back to Canterwall.
The two prisoners that were the initial.
You're cutting in and out, and it's causing you to interrupt me. So please, could you not, so I can get on with it? Okay, now I hear nothing, so I'm just going to continue. So the So you guys rescued several slaves, including the two guys who you were sent to rescue. On the way back, we got 5 minutes into this in the text RP. You had basically just decided to loose their bonds.
Yep. Sounds about right.
One thing that would happen, I don't feel the need to roleplay all of that out, even the parts of it we missed. But one thing that would happen on the way back that is noteworthy is Kevin, or one of them would at one point, shortly after you explained that you had rescued them, one of them would say, "But why's there an orc with you?"
That's racist. This is a friend. It's not like those other bad orcs.
It's not how you're born, but how you live that matters.
We're talking to a lot of kids.
He's like a teenager. He's not really a little kid.
Well, this is
No,
actually
okay.
what Kevin's character.
Yeah.
Kevin's character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's talking about Kevin's character.
Yeah, my character says he's just a half orc, not a full-blooded orc.
That's also racist.
What's the difference?
Well, you see, when a man and an orc love each other very
I
much.
know that, but why did... What's the difference?
There are good and bad orcs, and good and bad half orcs, and good and bad humans, just as there are of any other race. Race does not speak to a person's ability towards good or evil.
Okay. He doesn't... He really just seems more nervous as you say that, but he doesn't press the issue. You continue. You eventually find your way back. Do you, on the way back, speak at all to the guys you were sent to rescue about what? You remember why it was that you wanted
To
to
get them back to the one Ustalov settlement, right?
Specifically to figure out how to get into the Firewatch Peaks.
Yes.
Well, we'll ask all those questions like after we reach the house.
Okay. So.
Right, guys?
Yes.
So yeah, you would. Kevin, you have a little bit of trouble getting in at the wall, but are able to over the course of a couple of days. Not you get in over the course of a couple of days, but a couple of days journey, because the actual city you're going to is the capital of this county and is not on the border of, is not directly on the border of Ustalov.
Mm-hmm.
So the actual border between Ustalov and Belkzen is basically abandoned. It's like, yeah, it's basically a series of ruins. There are large sections of the wall that just are not physically there. There, even in places where the wall is present, it's so short you could nearly step over it. Like you so, but at the actual walls of the city, you do face some difficulty, and you, Kevin, do face some difficulty getting in. In fact, as you go there, you're stopped at the border. Let's see. And a reason is demanded why a Belkzenite is entering.
We were hired by Yugoslavian.
Okay. The seven.
Here's the diplomacy, if you would like.
All right. They ask by whom?
They have it.
They ask by whom you were hired.
We tell them the name of the order.
They laugh, and they don't believe, and they, please. They They do ask, however, and who in it?
Can you repeat that?
Who wants to know who we're talking about?
Yeah. Who in the order hired you?
We tell him the name of the guy that hired us.
Right. With that diplomacy check, I will say it is going to be enough that they will actually ask the guy, who will confirm that this is the case, and that just as they wouldn't bother him about that. So yeah, you are let in. Note to self.
That's what I thought. I give them the most smug face.
I shake their hand and say, "Thank you for your diligence in this matter, and for keeping the city safe."
They do not shake your hand when you offer them a handshake.
Well, you have my thanks regardless.
I pat you on the back. Let's go. Let's go, Mandy.
They seem a combination of disgusted and uncomfortable, like as though they were talking to like a smelly ass ooze monster.
Oh,
That's my first experience. That was not funny.
Okay. After that, I'll pull my hood around me a little bit and kind of try to stay inconspicuous if possible.
Okay. Make a disguise check.
Nah, I don't think he's actually trying to get disguised.
It's still the same skill. Like there isn't a make yourself inconspicuous check other than the disguise check. So.
I meant he doesn't actually care if anybody notices him.
Right.
But
I mean, it's for mechanical things. So
yeah,
sure.
It's not going to be like huge if I fail, which I'm going to fail. 11.
All right. You go through. And you notice this, I just forgot to mention it when you first came in. You didn't have the same thing where you got held up, but you did notice that people are looking at you in particular with hostility and fear. Like some of the people are crossing the street to walk around you. There's
I find a secluded spot and put on the hat of disguise.
Okay. What do you disguise yourself as?
A human, whatever being least conspicuous.
Yeah, a human.
I think it's basically disguise self, so it adds a 10 on his scroll, so that's gonna be 21.
But that's only if they a casual observer. I don't think even gets a check.
Right.
And Leon and Darby, you both get some.
So if you disguise yourself as a person with long hair, somebody tried to grab the long hair for whatever reason, they get a check.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to interact with an illusion to get a check.
Or if someone like a guard was really looking at me, that could qualify. If they were really trying to seek, examining me for that, then they would get a check.
So, so Leon and Darby, you two attract attention, but you don't really attract hostility. People more just seem curious. So, you do eventually make your way to the mansion of the guy who hired you. The same knocker exists. I assume you're bringing with you the two prisoners who you would have explained by now.
Yep.
And the thing is, as soon as you said we were hired to get you to learn how to get into the Firewatch Peaks, they would start explaining it to you. So unless you've been keeping them in the dark about that, they would have said the role-playing dialogue I'm about to give them before you would get to the mansion.
We would explain. We would give them the opportunity to say, "You can go on yourself. We can go with you. We recommend you accept our, that whole thing."
Correction.
Where if they don't want,
I'm sorry.
We're supposed to.
Something else just occurred to me though. Actually, they would
What
hold
was that?
back. Actually, they would hold back because they don't know that you are who you say you are until they get to the mansion and see a member of the
Oh, yes,
Palantir
good point.
Council react to you as though this is the case. So, never mind. They totes allow you, or they totes don't tell you until you get to the mansion. There's the big knockers. That's what she said. And
I was going to let that one go.
Drake, does it Drake again?
No. You say big knockers. My character walks in and the camera pans like an ecchi anime across her chest.
Problem with that is that I'm a feminist, so I wouldn't do that kind of shot.
It's okay. You stay virtuous, my good friend. I'll be the one to fight through hell.
Real mature, guys.
So anyways,
Knock, knock, knock. Hello there. We brought back the prisoners.
he opens the door. Thank you. Oh, very good, very good. Come on in. And the two guys, they believed you enough to go along with this, but they are a little surprised that you actually were hired by this guy. And so you come in and he sits you down in the same room. He says, I want to thank you all very much for what you've done so far. He gives you the paycheck, which was that already recorded?
No, he already.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
he
did that ahead of time, didn't he? Yeah. So,
so we
will
have the
tell
money
him
for the ransom or buying the slaves.
I will mention that we freed other slaves that are Yugoslavian, and he seemed really patriotic about country. So if he would like to pay us more, that's a thing you can do.
Well, personally, I'm not. Well, not personally. I represent the city's government, the Palantir Council. I suppose, in that capacity, the council could reimburse you for the cost of the citizens you freed.
Okay, we will go to the city council, whatever thing. Now to the more important stuff.
Yes. He turns to the two guys and says, I don't know how much you've been told, but I can confirm to you that the orcs of the Cleft Head tribe have indeed taken the Firewatch Peaks. Says, and the two guys are like, Cleft Head? And he fills them in at this point about the war that has been going on. They are appropriately shocked and surprised and appalled and all of that. And then he continues, we need to take the peaks back. It's my understanding that part of the reason you were captured in the first place was so that you would learn what the was because you knew was in hopes that you knew some kind of weakness that could be exploited. Do you? Here's how one of them would respond. Once the Firewatch Peaks are closed, I don't think there's any way of getting in. There was once an entrance through to the tunnels that connect them, but that was sealed up pretty well. A cave-in was arranged. I don't think you could get in that way. Would something when the peaks were under attack, the way that they were closed was via a lever that was in each of the watch houses. In order to make it so that pulling any of the levers would cause all of the peaks shutters to close, they work via magic. I don't know how you could... the orcs who captured us were able to get in before anyone was able to close the shutters, but there were a lot of them. They got back out by just reversing the letter to open our particular doors, to open our particular watch house's shutters. I don't know how easily you could replicate that. There were a lot of orcs that time, and if there's only going to be the 4 of you, they were able to disable...
Character kind of chimes in, well, we just have to outthink and outmaneuver them. You said that there were shutters. I can climb. Perhaps I could get on top of the fortress and do something, or find a way to lead my compatriots in via rope ladder.
I might have misused the word shutters. That's me talking out of character. Here's how it works. So the watch houses, this would be explained to you. There are these 12 watch houses, each positioned on sort of the peak of a mountain to basically watch the landscape, watch orcs moving, as an information thing. Now, each of them has a bunch of... They're not actually windows, they're actually just open spaces that you can... that you look out of.
Mm-hmm.
On a moment's notice, and this guy has explained by what's known publicly about them is that on pretty much a moment's notice, the people inside can shut the sci-fi term would be blast door.
Okay.
I see.
I didn't want to use that term because it's a sci-fi term.
Portcullis?
Yeah, sounds like.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a portcullis is like a round door thing. It's more like it's like a panel thing that's that's normally above, like at a 90-degree angle to the window, which comes down and covers it. And with that, plus the stone structure of the Firewatch peaks in place, not even Dragonfire can get inside, and anyone who's inside is basically is invulnerable to anything from the outside. When these two guys were captured, it was because a very large force of orcs showed up and managed to kill everyone inside one of the watch houses before anyone could pull the lever. Basically, there were 60 of them, and a bunch of them won initiative. With you guys, that's not as likely to happen, because there's only 4 of you. There might be a review. This guy has explained that basically there's in each of the peaks there's a lever, and that lever, when pulled, causes all of the shutters on all of the blast doors on all of the windows, or on all of the watch houses to close. And it works by it's able to do so because it works by magic.
Okay.
I suppose, other than killing everyone inside, the way to get in would be to somehow disable the lever before anyone could pull it. If you had something that could do that at range, I suppose you could.
Give me another level and I can do magic.
Well, you don't quite yet have another level.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're not really in a rush. We've spent like a week just gathering prisoners.
So we're gonna.
I wouldn't mind just go. Yeah,
But can you
grind.
think of Firewatch Peak? Your employer notes that the Firewatch peaks are of significant tactical importance.
Significant tactical significance.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. If there's some specific kind of object you need, he could supply it. If it was worth outrageously more than your pay, he might expect it back if you didn't expend it. But can you think of anything like that?
Wand of Dispel Magic, one charge in it. I don't know.
Well, you would need a UMD.
I have a UMD. What do I need?
Leon could use it.
No,
Yeah.
never mind. I can't use it. I don't even have.
Oh, right. Because I think you need to have the level, so you still need a UMD.
Yeah.
Right.
So why don't we just hire a guy to break in and do that?
You're being
we are
hired
the
to
ones
break in.
hired.
No, but I mean like specifically for the shutters. And he can go in, do the thing, and then we can do the rest.
You mean
Because it's
hire
a-
someone to cast a spell for us?
We need a guy to do a job specific.
Yeah. So that's gonna be spell level multiplied by caster level multiplied by 10, which is the cost of casting that spell for us.
Multiplied by the cost of going into dangerous orc
I was just
territory and
thinking-
getting shot at.
You know, we grab somebody with Pathfinding or something and have them disable magical device.
They'd be able to pull the lever by the time you got for it if they were going to. They'd be able to pull the lever by the time you got to it, surely.
How many people are usually in a watchtower?
Well, we would normally have about 12. I don't know if the orcs have that many.
Has there been any reports about the numbers of the orcs?
Over the course of looking this up, I found out you can hire a lawyer in Pathfinder.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. Barista. You can be a lawyer. There is professional barista. You guys want me to become a lawyer?
Nah.
One second.
I have to say it.
Thing.
No, I won't.
What if there were another way to deliver the spell? Your employer says.
Such as?
You can enchant arrows to have a spell stored within them.
Very true.
Sometimes.
But that
My
requires us
character's going to
actually
say-
hitting the thing.
To say, well, you see, I'm pretty accurate. Maybe I can probably shoot it in. I'm not very good at pulling back an incredibly strong drawstring, but give me an arrow that can fly a good distance, and I might be able to land it.
Yeah, sure.
AKA, give her flight arrows or whatever the frick those mundane arrows that add range are, and just see if that big-ass, beautiful dexterity score can do the trick.
Sure.
You know, it almost makes me think we could use a ballista to break down the sheet. The
Can't backstab with a ballista!
No, but I mean, like, if they close the shutters, then we just roll up with a ballista and, you know.
Yeah. An alchemist, you know, we could just drive a cart with 100 barrels of black powder into the gate.
That too.
That too, boys. That too.
If this thing can
Fortunately, we don't have
withstand,
much resources.
if this thing can withstand dragon fire, it can probably withstand a ballista shot.
Sure.
Gonna have to do it the finesse way, my compatriots. There's no way getting around it.
Okay, sure. I can give you a plus on your attacks, so that'll just make it more short prof, I guess.
What's your bonus, Derby?
Bonus.
So basically, we're gonna have an arrow with dispel magic on it. Shoot it.
I know. I'm asking Derby what his bonus was.
Okay, so before any additional bonuses, like anything, like my bonus is +7.
Okay, you beat me by 1.
You would be shooting at a inanimate object. So, assuming it had soft cover when you got to it, you would need a 9.
Okay.
And then there's range increments. How far away is it from wherever we're likely to shoot it from?
There's that.
The keeps are well positioned to watch the plains of Belkzen, but the mountains are mountains. You might actually... They'd see you coming from a while away, but they would only know you were going into the mountains. By the time they realized you were right outside, you might actually be able to get pretty close.
Alright.
So we need to actually get inside.
Okay. I think I can move swiftly and quietly enough. I could probably get up in there. And quietly, even in this armor.
So, dispel... So, a single arrow with a... Actually, that's calculated wrong. Hold on. Let's see, it would be 8,301 divided by 50. Yeah, a single +2 arrow.
Isn't that 60?
No.
Sure.
You enchant arrow when you make magical ammunition. You enchant it 50 at a time.
Yeah.
A single +2 arrow, which a +1 spell storing arrow would be, is 166 GP. He could definitely give you a couple of those.
Really? Each day for him or whoever is casting it.
So you cut in and out there, and I didn't actually get what you said.
How much would it cost us to actually buy the spell itself? to be casted on the spell storing?
Y-
Would
I
he
mean,
give
an
it
amount
to us
comparable,
free?
an amount comparable to what you're getting paid, because you would be hiring someone to come into Belkzen with you and cast the spell in combat.
No. I meant someone who can cast the spell on our arrows.
Yeah, I guess it would be half as much to have them crafted. So divide by 2, it's 83 GP. Which you don't need. He's willing to give them to you. I'm just figuring out how much of the wealth it is, because I had not accounted for the cost of those when I golded out this adventure. So I'm trying to figure out how much. I'm trying to figure out how much to take away from their first aid kits. So. But yeah, I'd say he could at least get you, let's say, let's see, 4 of them.
Okay. So I have 4 arrows of the spell magic.
If you only need 1 hit, 2 would probably be adequate, but I guess 4 for backups.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just resell them.
4, so it would be 4 plus 1 spell storing arrows with dispel magic in them.
Yep. So that's a +1 to your attack.
Yeah. Unless you're already using a magic bow.
No. Are we using a magic bow? I don't think so.
I don't think anyone in the party is.
Yeah. So no.
So,
Which is a moral bonus. That's another +1. So that's our +2 on top of your. So that's a +10 to your attack. And how far can we shoot it from?
I mean, you don't know for sure. Hello?
Anyone?
Never qualified.
Okay.
Yeah, you should.
Hello? God damn it.
Let's go. What happens next?
Okay, so all of you are cutting in and out for me. So,
Well, I don't think that's our problem then.
Yeah, I don't know.
so, I mean, I guess that's your decision. Is there anything else you would want to do before you go there?
What happens
think of
after
any-
we disable the switches?
Well, we're gonna play that out.
You would
Right.
go in. Well, you would go in. If you could get into one of the bunkers, you can get into all of them because they're all connected by caves. If you wanted to be, if you wanted to get close to them without anyone knowing, you would need to start with the lowest one. I don't think you could get up to the others without the people in the lowest one seeing you and realizing you were headed there.
A good way to do it. So, what say the rest of you? Tunnels?
I guess.
Works for me.
We have to do this thing first.
Oh.
Okay.
But knowing the other options and steps will help us formulate a plan.
I'm fine with that then.
Okay. So, if there's nothing else to be said, then you'd be given the arrows and sent off.
Yep.
So, as you go there, you don't run into any encounters in the mountain significant enough for us to roleplay them out. You might get attacked by a Whisperfall Vulture or two, but those are not significant enough for us to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get stealth checks from you guys to see just how close you're able to get.
Yes.
You know what? Shall I take off my armor? Whatever.
Take my armor off while doing it.
Okay. If you want to, if you do that, you'll play out the first encounter with no armor on.
Oh, shit. Okay, in that case,
Armor takes a while to get back on.
Well, most of them do.
damn it.
Damn, I rolled better than you. I have -5.
I think even light armor is like a minute, isn't it?
Okay.
I would imagine, yeah, but if it were like hide or something, you just put it on like dirt.
I'm not sure if it...
It's
Okay. Well,
not a stealthy bunch.
Yeah, 1 minute to don hide armor. That's pretty stupid.
Yep.
I got a BRB real quick, and then I'll be back.
And 1 minute to remove it. That seems... should be 1 round, I would think.
Yeah, let's just look at
Because maybe there's straps or something, I don't know.
maybe. Okay, so by the way, I prepared an obscuring mist just in case.
Okay.
okay. So comparing your stealth results to their perception check, I'm gonna basically start you off at sort of the bottom of the map as I have it prepared. Which you are able to get relatively close.
I know.
Let me
Why not?
place you at the bottom there.
Damn.
I don't know if this is how you're gonna want to be arranged. And be sure to have the correct amount of health.
Yes.
Or hold the hand. Let's see what.
Okay. So, is that how you guys want to be arranged?
Oh, there's the map. Okay.
I'm fine with that.
I'll be more in the front.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Okay. So as you approach Firewatch Peaks, you make your stealth checks. Darbo, you are unstealthy in a way that is quite frankly unbecoming of a kitty.
Mm.
Nonetheless, you head up.
Here's what I'm going to do. Since we have time to prepare, before we get there, I am going to cast Shield. Who has the lowest hit points? I'm gonna cast it on you, Darbo. I'm gonna cast Shield Other. So now I take half the damage you take, and you take only half the damage. Since you are a frontliner, and it lasts hours. It lasts 4 hours. That's why I am casting it as such this early.
Okay. So, what are the these lines? What do they represent?
So they represent two things. First, the vague concept that you are headed uphill. Second, you cannot cross them from bottom to top.
Mm-hmm.
You can cross them from top to bottom as a either with an acrobatics check or as a move action. I would say you can get from bottom to top. I would say you would need. I'll say you need a climb check, but the DC will be somewhat high to do so. Quickly, like as you move.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose if you use the climb check to move up them, then you can do that at half your speed like normal because they're only 5 feet or so. So think of them kind of like the Pokemon ledges.
Okay.
So as you head up, you hear shouting in Orcish around the time you reach.
Should we stop for a bit since Leon is gonna be absent?
We'll see when we need him.
Sure.
We got a pretty late start, so I really do want to get through all of the 7 encounters I had planned. So.
Oh damn. Oh,
it's
right,
okay.
let's get cooking.
Once we get into the groove of it, you'll just be moving thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. So.
Add me to initiative order, please.
Yeah.
Because.
I must say that my time will be a little bit shorter today because I will have a work meeting to go to. But it'll only cut the time that we usually play by about an hour for me.
Oh. So wait, so you need to go an hour from now?
Basically.
Okay.
About an hour and 10 minutes, maybe. But
okay.
Yeah. Give you my cheat and stuff so that way you can do things.
All right.
Darbo, by the way, you gain a +1 deflection bonus to AC from Shield. +1 on
I have
save.
that into it.
Oh. And actually... Initiative 3.
So now that we have been discovered, why do they not press the switch immediately?
Because they're not... So look at the map.
Yes.
Out the windows because their job is to watch for shit.
And they see us. Our stealth shit. It was shit.
Yes, and when initiative starts, they're going to run over to the switch.
I highly doubt we'll be able to do anything.
So long as at least one of you gets a shot off on it, because all of them are more than a move action away from the switch, except for... Or all of them are supposed to be more, or at least a move action away from the switch, specifically for this reason. They are a bit understaffed, you can see. And that's a 2. So long as one of you can hit the thing before one of them gets a second turn, they won't be able to do it.
Okay, so from here, could I attempt a shot?
Oh wait, we're using it. We're using it.
Well, I mean, figure if we have 4 arrows, we would each. Darby and I would each have one. I have a decent chance of making it.
Yeah, sure. You both have to.
Yeah. They do, because of the uphill slope, the switches do have soft cover, so you need a 9 to hit it.
Okay.
And then the arrow has to succeed on its caster level check, which I will roll.
Okay. So that's at a plus.
Yeah. Leon is not here.
So
I'll give him an initiative.
He doesn't matter all that much.
Do you know his initiative modifier?
Not a fan, no.
I will be assuming it is a 4 then, which is probably more than it is, just to be charitable.
Initiative?
So, Landir, you indeed win.
It's a 5.
Okay.
So 8.
So this will be just a flat. This is the roll. So 16. So even with the negatives, that will hit.
So you approach. They shout. You shoot. You win initiative. Shoot at the lever. You hit it.
I do.
I
Yep.
will GM roll the switch. Okay. I will turn down the music because not that much. Okay. This fellow is gonna get off a shot at one of you. There's 2 people in front. So he's going after Darby.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
7 to hit you flat-footed.
Nope, does not hit even when I'm flat-footed.
Fucking.
Good roll.
Why did you do that, internet? I'm sorry, I'm on this computer, which is... Again, it's like I say, the mouse is really oversensitive.
I'm back.
Just like me.
What's up?
I'm oversensitive.
I got a shot off and it hit. Puppy GM rolled the caster level checks. We do not know if it was successful or not.
Oh, cool. I appreciate DM rolling.
I don't.
We don't know what we don't even know what the DC was. So
Yeah.
Okay. This guy is going to attack one of the two people in front, which are... This one is going on Landier, and he is going to go 2 attacks.
okay.
19
Unlock.
and 13.
Because I don't have my shield on, the 19 would hit.
Okay. Hits you with an arrow from
Isn't your shield a backlash?
No, it's a regular shield. I normally bash with it.
Oh, okay.
2d6 plus 4. 11 points of orc hornbow damage.
Damn you.
Serena.
Okay. Can I pull the bow of... Or wait, no. I've got my own, normal bow. Okay. I'm gonna ask to grab your bow and attempt to shoot,
You are not proficient with his bow.
Oh god,
He's
you
using
got
an
the
orc
orc
horn
bow.
We would have bought you a bow.
Yeah, I'll let you have bought a bow.
Just
So, I'm
subtract them.
going to... Kitty, get the fuck off my back. 1 second. Okay, I'm going to roll. Did anyone cast guidance or anything on me?
Yeah,
No,
they've not
no.
had a chance to.
Okay, well, we got our casters next. Can I hold my action until the casters can throw stuff on me?
I don't fucking have that.
Yeah, just do that. I'll give you guidance. That's about all I can give you for now.
Drake.
I'm guessing those are hills we have to walk up or something.
So, climb check to go up them, acrobatics check, or a move action to go down them.
Okay,
except
cool.
Except the one on the left side, that one goes down farther. It's just the edge.
Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna hug that for cover.
Okay. Yeah, considering how short you are, I would say that could give you total cover.
That's it for me.
Kufa.
1, 2, 3.
Are you gonna give me guidance?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bless. So all of us have a +1 to attack.
Then once your turn
Basically,
ends...
you have a +1 on everything.
Okay, so once you do your thing, I'll shoot.
Yeah. So that's my turn.
Serena wants to act now.
13.
Alright, that hits. I will GM roll a caster level check.
Given the importance, I say we both take both our shots, just because we have no idea if it worked or not. Darby.
Okay. This fellow's turn. 5-foot step. Facing this way. He has 3 equally valid targets. Actually, he has 2 because he can see that 2 of you have arrows. And he is a ways away from you. So he's going after Darby.
Cool.
This is a 23
He gets
and 13 on Darby.
3 hits, the 13 does not.
Okay. $13 points of orc hornbow damage.
take
Ow!
6. Take 6. I'll take 7.
That one ability on you.
Land here.
Or does he take 7 and I take 6? I don't know how it works.
It
Look
doesn't
at-
matter right now. By the way, you've each been taking 1 shot. Do you want to move after doing that?
Sure.
I will.
Okay. I'll let you have moved in your first turn.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So that'll get me all the way around the barricade.
Okay.
I figure with the bow in my hands, I'm not going to be able to really do a climb, so I figure I just move around.
How
Yeah.
high is the barricade? I have a climb speed.
It is 5 feet.
Okay,
So
so
just-
up and over.
Okay. So, Landier, the one move for last turn. If you went 60 feet, that was another one to start this turn. So you still have a
Right.
standard action.
And then a 21 to hit.
That will hit it.
So just a spellcaster check.
Yeah. There's a visible dent in it at this point, though that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't work.
Right.
It has been hit by 3 arrows, 2 of which fired from an orcish fucking hornbow.
Yeah, the first one I would have aimed at the ball. The second one I would have aimed near the bottom of the mechanism. Like,
Right.
yeah, just in case I don't know what the weakest point is, whatever. Magically.
This guy moves over here. As a standard action, he grabs the switch and he flips it, cackling maniacally. And nothing happens.
Yes!
Which one got it?
It was the one that's there.
Which arrow? Which of the? I was out of curiosity.
It was actually the first one.
Yes.
Better safe than sorry, though.
Yeah.
So, that's that guy's entire turn. This guy here sees Darby's climb speed and is now quite concerned about that. So this is
Yeah!
his rapid shot. Highest is a 16.
It all misses!
Drake.
Cool. $60 gets me there.
Okay.
Enjoying that soft, sexy cover.
Kufa.
1, 2. Would I be able to step here and just touch him?
No. You do not.
Okay, then I'm gonna. 2, 3, 4. And I can channel positive energy to heal all of us. Since we've all had some hit point damage.
Yeah.
Here's a channel energy to heal us.
Get everyone there.
Heal for
Bye, nerds.
Were we just called nerds?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you.
Oh my god, yeah, that's my brother.
You'll have to beat
Really?
him
That
up.
was a guy?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
reaction. I thought that was a sister or something.
Yeah. I
No,
thought the same thing.
he's little. He's 10
You
years
need
old.
to. You need to tell him we all think he's a girl, and beat him up later for us.
No, don't do
Will
that. He doesn't know better.
It's a big brother's right to beat up his little brothers.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, I've been doing it already.
That's good.
Nah, I love the little guy. So that's my turn, by the way. Yo, all of us heal for 10, except for you,
I'm-
Drake.
I'm up to full.
Drake,
And Drake's-
Full health anyway.
Drake has no
Yeah.
healing to do.
Right, I was gonna say I don't think
I
Drake
know.
took any of them. Only Darby and I. That was perfect. Thank you.
So, Kufa, that's your turn, I think. Serena.
Okay, one moment. Okay, so, time to keep being scary fucking tanky kitty cat and goddamn barreling over the barricades. Oh yeah, I can move at full speed.
Can you charge while going up?
Uh, can I do a climbing charge, puppy?
Well, I know when flying you can't charge up. And same thing underwater. So,
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
say
fair enough.
no.
Fair enough. All right, in that case, going to move diagonally this way, which that counts as 10 feet movement, right?
No, it does not.
Okay.
First diagonal is 5 feet.
Okay, 5 feet. So, let's see, going up and over Going up. Would you count going over the barricade with my climb speed as diagonal as well in a 3D plane?
No. What I'm gonna say is, so you can see where on the ledge, but you can see below the ledge plus above the ledge is 5 feet because it's one square on the display, and there's a hidden 5 feet on the side there. So in practice, it's 10 feet.
So difficult terrain, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not in the sense that you can, for other purposes that
Right.
have rules that interact with that, but for purpose of how far you can move, yes, that's a fair way to consider it.
45. And how high is the structure?
I would say it's another ledge up. Except over to the right where there's that ledge brings it to a place where it's level with the structure.
Okay. So with my climb speed then, that is exactly a total of movement of about 55 feet. I get up there, and I look at the two orcs, and I say, hello, boys. Want to surrender before you get your heart stabbed?
Do you draw your weapon as you're moving?
I do.
You could drop bow, draw a weapon, yeah, that makes sense.
This fellow 5 foot steps back, and he's gonna full attack you.
Yeah, that hits. Second one does not.
Take 4.
Land deer.
Okay, I will move up. 30. Actually, I'll stop there and attack the one that's 5 foot away from Darby, since I won't get my negative for that guy.
Okay.
12. Guessing doesn't hit him.
Actually, you have a +1, just in case.
Oh, 13. I have a 13. But still no.
12 will not hit them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, yeah. This guy, as a swift action, he's gonna smile, and he's gonna push the lever to the side. And you hear... Or no, that's not how that would work.
Well,
yeah, he would push...
in a neutral position, you could push it back or forward.
No, it's not in a neutral position. And it's been the reason that's not how it works is it's been dispelled. What he is going to do, however, is there's a button like behind the lever. He's gonna stomp that as a swift action, and you hear ring, 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 ring. It's like it's an alarm.
Shit. Yeah.
And that was swift action, I said, so... Darby is subject to...
Darby is in melee with another guy, so...
This is fair.
That's a -4.
So, yeah, in this case, I think, yeah, these guys don't have precise shot, I think, so that is the case.
So -4.
One hit anyway, so I'm safe.
Okay.
You're
No,
safe,
he's not.
bro.
That said, he's not in melee with this guy because that guy has a bow out.
No,
And
he's threatening it. If what character is
right, he's
threatening
one
you.
of. Yeah, you're right. One of them. Only one of them has to be threatening.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fixing that. I'm not going to bother turning it because this computer is being dumb. But he does face you and doesn't get shots off. Drake.
Enjoying cover. Yep.
Kufoth.
I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, and
we're gonna be nerds.
God damn it! I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do. Let's see. Firebolt had like a 30 feet, right?
It's
That's
close. 30 plus 2, 5 over 2.
Yeah.
Or
So I
25
can't do
plus
that.
5 over 2, so that would be 35, I think.
So between the two of you, which of you gave the other annoying lessons?
How about me and
Yeah, this is a joke. You can keep going.
Shots fired!
Okay. This one is. Sec. I'm just looking up the range of a spell. Okay. Well, this one is. This guy is under a hold person. Can't I ping it?
Yeah.
No, there is.
He will make a
This
save.
guy's. Yeah.
Do.
DC 17.
Jason?
Well, he's going to fail this most likely.
Yes. He is paralyzed and helpless, my dear friend.
Serena, do you want to capitalize on that?
Sure.
Okay. Go there. He has just enough HP that I'm going to have you actually roll it.
Let me mark off one
Which
person.
two enemies again? This one?
This one.
So 5-foot step. I can only make a single attack anyway.
No,
I still
well,
have...
a coup de grace.
Okay. So the damage or the hit is what you need me to roll.
The damage. You automatically hit him. You need to roll the damage because there's a minuscule chance of him making it if you don't do very much. And
Well, it's a fortitude save even if you.
yeah,
Is guidance a damage bonus too, or no?
No,
Or
it's just
no.
a
less.
hit.
Less.
and it doesn't last long enough anyway. But go on.
No, it's last minutes. The bless last minutes.
Oh, bless. Yeah, bless lasts. It's to attack. There's his
Yeah.
fortitude save, so he will survive if you don't kill him with this crit damage.
Does 21 do it?
No, 21 does not even get it. Does not even get him to unconsciousness. So he
Oh,
gets a
man.
nat 20 on his fortitude save, which means he wins.